this evening from the blue corner. He wears the white trunks, scaling in at 82.95 kilograms. From JTS Thai Boxing, he has appeared on 15 previous occasions for 10 victories. Please make him welcome from Shepparton, Victoria, Matt Reid. And his opponent this evening across the ring from the red corner. He weighed in at 82.05 kilograms. Trained by Reid from the Superlek 108 Superlek Gymnasium. 32 previous outings for 18 victories, 3 draws. Fight fans, he hails from the Central Coast, New South Wales. Please make welcome Daniel Richards.
Fantastic ovation as always for the very popular, very gifted Daniel Richards. Great crowd on hand, as I said, here at the Hurstville Civic Centre. And we are ready for a fight under full Thai rules. Knees and elbows, all the good stuff, and it's all on the line in this light heavyweight contest.
Back, you understand? Do you have any questions? You have any questions? Okay, touch glove, let's go.
Oh, you expect to see Daniel Richards start fast. He kicks very fast indeed. He's got good skills. He works on the outside nicely, and when he knees and gets in the grapple, again, he's a very quick mover, Richards. And Matty Reid, the Victorian, is going to have to be right on the balls of his feet and have his defences switched right on against the man with the lime green ankle guards, Daniel Richards.
The man who John Inu himself calls the best Muay Thai fighter in New South Wales, Daniel Richards. And he winds up those big thumping round kicks early on here in the first round. Richards in the black, Matty Reid in the white. And this is one of the real highlight fights of tonight. Don't forget, folks, still to come, that main event, Shannon Shaggy King from Nuggets Gym in Queensland against the undefeated, unbreakable Simon Black from the Phoenix Gym in Canberra. It should be an absolute corker. Also, the final of the heavyweight four-man threat, Steve Fielding and Wissam Humble El Dahabi. Nice popping left hand there from Matty Reid. Good hook outside thigh kick combination from Daniel Richards. Hook outside thigh kick again from Richards, finding the mark with that technique. And you can just tell how much we've stepped up in class here, Hannah. Have a look at the precision and the excellence of execution on both of these men.
Well, there's a little bit more like it now. The techniques are flowing nicely. Matty Reid, 15 fights, and Daniel Richards, 32. So Richards almost having twice as many fights, obviously having twice as many fights as the Victorian Matty Reid. So, but still, they possess a good skill level. And as I said, Matty Reid in Shepparton, he's got his own little gym there, and a good strong little gym, and he's producing some good fighters as well. So not only is he a fighter, but he's also a trainer. And I tell you what, that's no mean feat, you know, to get in and train yourself, and then obviously travel back. You know, he's doing a 4-hour round trip, and train his own boys as well as working and all the other. But you know, it's a fair commitment, and he's taken on a big task, I suppose.
Beautiful round kick, just flicking up to the jaw there off the left leg from Daniel Richards. Snakes out the jab, does Richards. High left round kick from Matty Reid. End of the first round, we go to the towels, and this is shaping up to be an awesome contest.
Well, it certainly is. In turn, you got Daniel Richards, who's basically been Thai boxing in New South Wales before it was popular. You know, he's been doing it and travelling to Queensland, training in Queensland. And as I said, he's a real stalwart. He's a real veteran of Thai boxing in New South Wales. And he's showing why, he's showing the skills that he possesses. As Reid uses the push kick, and Richards comes straight back onto him. And he's going to make Matty Reid pay for every single shot that he scores, Daniel Richards, tonight.
Here we go, second round of this 5-rounder. Light heavyweights, Daniel Richards and Matty Reid, a hard one to separate after one round. High left round kick, straight right hand from Matty Reid, then Daniel Richards backs him up. Good thigh kick there to the rear leg from Matty Reid. Trying to get inside of that front kick, beautifully used off the lead leg of Daniel Richards. Gets in a front kick of his own, does Reid. Elbows haven't come into play as of yet. There hasn't been a lot of grappling in it. Both men just content to kickbox at the moment and feel each other out. Straight punch combinations. Shortest distance between the 2 points is a straight line, and it's working for Daniel Richards at the moment. Fires out the front kick off the rear leg there, does Richards.
Well, as Richards said in the pre-fight interview, he didn't really know anything at all about Matty Reid. So he's going to be a little wary in the first and second round. This one's scheduled for 5, so you'll probably see Richards open up a little bit more in the latter rounds once he thinks he figures out Matty Reid's movements.
Both men showing very good use of the front kick off either leg, as there's one off the left from Daniel Richards. Inside thigh kick from Reid. Richards just took the leg out of the way.
Of course, those front kicks are used in Muay Thai and kickboxing as a jab is used in boxing. It's just a probing technique, an offensive and a defensive technique all in one. If you're not sure what to do when you box, you jab, and if you're not sure what to do when you kickbox, you use the push kick. And the boys are using it nicely at this point in time.
Except when it goes a little low, like that one there from Matty Reid.
Matty Reid also possesses a big right hand. If he rolls the hip on that rear hand, Richards will know about it. But Richards, very crafty and very experienced campaigner. He's not going to get caught with anything silly.
This is a big ask here for Matty Reid to come up to Daniel Richards' backyard and take on Richards in front of his home audience. And so far, Matty Reid is equipping himself very well here at the end of 2 rounds, Hammer.
Heavy on that front leg, yeah, good, yeah. But walk in with a left hook and a short leg. Now he's on to the side thing. So side, and then side.
Towel from JTS. Jim is trying to give his best advice to Matty Reid. Of course, in between rounds, that's when you're going to gather the most information, and then you've got to try and act upon what your trainer tells you. That's the hard part. Listening's easy, doing it's hard. But Matty Reid is going to really need to get on the balls of his feet and just get a little busier, because Richards is very quick on his feet, switches up nicely with the high head kick, and Reid comes straight back with a thigh.
Here we go, 3rd round of 5. The kicking demonstration from both of these men has been absolutely superb. Front kicks and round kicks, beautiful technique to watch. Nice leg check there from Richards, sticks out that long-reaching front kick off the rear leg. Jab 2 combination up the centre corridor. Left hook outside thigh kick. Again with the outside thigh kick just above the left knee. And Daniel Richards with more kick than a chorus line here in the 3rd round. Big high left round kick there from Reid, then goes downstairs, and have a look at the mark of experience on Richards. Catches the kicking leg and just upends Matty Reid.
Well, if Reid's going to throw the kicks to the body, he needs to throw him fast. You need to really fire those kicks fast in Thai boxing, because, of course, you can catch the round kicks to the ribs, and then you can execute the takedown. And that does score well if you can get it off right.
Trade of hooks in centre ring. Jab round kick there from Reid. Richards just shoves him off. Good outside thigh kick again. It is a very powerful shot of Daniel Richards. The outside thigh kick to the lead leg, and he is hurting Matty Reid with that technique. Reid's got to start checking those kicks, or simply not presenting the lead leg on the flat foot. He's got to take it out of contention.
Yeah, switch back with the lead thigh and let the kick go past. But once your legs get heavy, that's a very hard thing to execute. A nice step through knee from Reid, but Richards just on the back foot, but he's still firing forward even off the back foot. Nice work from Daniel Richards.
Thought about the step up knee there, did Reid. Couldn't get through the guard of Richards. Richards has got him backed against the ropes. Have a look how he's hooked him on there. Drilling those knees to the rib cage. Can't get anything clean. And the referee brings them back on top of that ISEC logo. Nice use of the left hand there from Richards. Good round for the man from the Superlek Gym Hammer.
Well, he really is showing his experience, Michael. He's working even off the back foot, still landing some good shots. There's Matty Richards' corner, trying to come up with a strategy, but Richards just looking a little bit slow tonight, looking a little bit flat. Just needs to get up on the balls of the feet and start to fire a lot quicker and match Matty Richards. See the counter to the push kick and then chop the supporting leg. Richards doing it nicely. He's doing it in style so far.
Here we go, round number 4 of 5. Matty Reid trying to find the target with his hands, and a step-up uppercut elbow off the left arm there from Daniel Richards. Maybe the tie technique, jumping downward. Getting airborne with it there, Daniel Richards. Starting to turn on a show now. And his confidence is sailing straight right hand, smack bang on the kisser. And Matty Reid be doing a quick count of his teeth after that one. Shoots out the front kick off the lead leg, pokes out the jab over the top. But you can just feel the momentum of Daniel Richards climbing here, Hammer.
Well, Reid's trying to go with him, but he's again looking to be a victim of a little bit of flatness tonight. Seen that in a couple of the earlier fights where a couple of the fighters are just gassed out, and Reid looking to have a little bit of lead in the legs as well.
Walk right hand there from Reid, didn't work for him. Richards ties him up. Both men land some knees to the rib cage.
Right.
Nowhere to go, says the referee. Separates them.
Also shooting in the knees down low in an attempt to cork up the supporting legs.
Ooh, overhand elbow, nicely done. Once again, looking for the big bok choy there, Daniel Richards. And he fires at that elbow. What was that, Hammer? That was a chopping forward elbow there from Richards.
Just the old battering ram, just bringing him forward. And,
something that'll crack a cheekbone is what he's after.
Hit and hope.
Jab two there. It was an overhand on the right from Reid. Fell short for him. Daniel Richards pokes out the front kick. Good leg kick from Reid. Richards tries to bring the elbow down on the left collarbone. All tied up in a very tight grapple. The hands are low. The referee separates them. Final seconds now of this round. It's been a good one. There's a foot and mouth there from Daniel Richards. Beautiful step around hook from Richards. He is putting it together well. Jab, overhand, elbow.
That's that elbow fly. Richards just needs to bring the hip up a bit more on it. That would have done some real damage.
The confidence is absolutely oozing here on Daniel Richards, and there's the end of the round. One more to go as we go to the towels, and I say it's one-way traffic here to Daniel Richards, Hammer, but Matty Reid is still showing some signs that he could pull something out.
Oh, Matty Reid's still rallying, Michael. Don't write him off this early, because I tell you what, he's still pushing Richards, and Richards, he's working for this one. He's certainly working for it. You see Reid in that round, he was a lot more on the front foot. There's the jumping downward elbow. That would have done some real damage if it cut. And Reid tries to bring an elbow of his own into play, measuring off, but Richards keeping him at bay. I'll tell you what, as I said, he's making him work, Matty Reid. He's making Richards work, but the mark of experience, it's experience and aggression all the way in this one.
Crossing elbow there off the right arm from Reid. Front kick to the sternum from Daniel Richards. Oh, nice step-up elbow. Just trying to cross it atop the right ear of Reid. Outside thigh kick above the left knee there from Richards. Went for the catch and sweep, but couldn't execute it. He is such a well-put-together fighter, Daniel Richards. Matthew Reid putting up a fantastic effort. There's that whipping right elbow from Reid. On the front foot now, the man from Victoria. Tries to throw the overhand off the right. Misses with the outside thigh kick.
He still has to keep it tidy though, does Matty Reid, because Richards will take full advantage of every miss, of every shot that is not accurately placed. Richards will take advantage of it and land a shot. Jumping elbow, again from Daniel Richards. He's letting it all go, Michael.
And the overhand elbow off the right arm from Matty Reid. They're bringing it home here in the fifth and final. Negating the front kicks, both men went to throw them. Have a look at the quick loop on the grapple there from Daniel Richards. Just forces Reid back against the rope. He's almost got the underhooks underneath the left arm of Reid. Quick glance to his corner from Matty Reid. Goes the outside thigh, hit to the lead quadricep. Chops down again above that left knee. Pops out the jab over the top. That's better work from Matty Reid now. He's got to bring it home strong with the Victorian. Downward elbow he tried for. Couldn't find the collarbone he was after. Daniel Richards feels he's got this one in the bag. He just can't make any silly mistakes here, and I don't think he's likely to. Too much experience, too much class, and too much know-how for Daniel Richards. And in front of his home audience, Daniel Richards now bringing it home. Cracks away to the right rib cage, and there it is. The end of the fifth and final round, and Daniel Richards, Hammer, for my liking, is going to get the victory.
Well, I think it was good effort from Richards. He worked very cleanly, very well. It was a good, even and well-matched fight.